Stadium in Miami, Florida. It's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Bobby.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, but now it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Ball carrier. He was brought
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Gaskin. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and
running out of the gun here, Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 of Devontae Parker for the touchdown there. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be... A touchback is at Sales over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Doyle. It's a gain of 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Able to find Harris, complete.
Rivers pass.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
A gain of 9 yards.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 26 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Tua on 4th down. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Darius Leonard. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
complete.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first down throw here for Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense make it stand. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Colts pick it up, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play.
With the score.
So a touchdown apiece, that's what we have this. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my Apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out.
For Miami.
And we can get to the third quarter now. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
9-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Indianapolis.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Colts 4-yard line.
This is Breida. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
That's good.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he loses the football a second time. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
Matt Breida, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play.
And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Finding Hilton on the slant. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And out come the Dolphins now.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. Big hold of the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Jonathan Taylor.
That one good for 10 yards, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Rivers hands this one to Mack. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 25.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there and just not... the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Second down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
42-yard line.
Here's Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
A gain of 23 more.
Now Fitzpatrick. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Rivers to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Xavier Howard. Rivers pass.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Up 2nd and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Fitzpatrick to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Miami defense. They make their way back onto the field. And everything's going to rest on this drive. Can they keep them out of field goal range? Because a field goal would win it.
So now you're in that position of you can't just back off and give them easy throws. At the same time, you don't want to press them so hard they go over the top and beat you deep. So you're playing a tight defense with an idea that you have the lead, whatever you do, don't let them in the field goal range and give that up.
Maybe tight but not too tight. Right?
Exactly. I mean, it's perfect, right? It's kind of like lacing up your shoes. Get it exactly right and no more.
See if they lace them right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught left side by Hilton. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play that time for the Colts. 46 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
2nd and 12 at the Dolphins
30-yard line, 2nd and 12.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
And the Colts first down.
Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good.
Kick is good.
And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there. They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play.